amigos, amigos. Lucy, I'm home.
There's no mixing.
Health insurance thing in the bedroom. Over here. And for some reason I kept thinking it was 99 instead of 98, but it is 1998. So on the 14th, the two kids would have had coverage for this. The insured is wait a minute. Yeah, he lists them as dependents, so okay. Dependents of insured may receive all benefits attributed to insurance, however, they must be legally recognized to receive the full policy coverage. Not married to... Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, I just realized that. There we go. I'll put it up here. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Okay, well, this is different then. Because we know that they're not his kids. Because she's getting child support from someone else. I don't even know if they're married. Yeah, so it might just be this right here, which means it may not cover the hospital bill, right? No, they definitely weren't his kids. Because she's getting child support from someone named Josh Woods. Yeah, engagement, which means you're right, they're not married either. So yeah, no. So this would be a no then. Because the insurance specifically says if they're not married, they only have general coverage, general practitioner coverage. And yeah, the engagement notice had gone out, but they were not married yet. So yeah, I don't think the insurance would cover it either. But according to everything else, this all looks correct. Yeah, and the kids still have the last name of Wood. You're right. Like when you see anything, they still have their dad's last name. So that's another thing as well. Yeah, and that was her check from them. Okay. All right, so... And then the last thing we thought about was Gina is the one that picked them up, and maybe Gina is the one who wrote these notes because she was supposed to be at a family function, right? On that afternoon. But this note would kind of fit if she had to go get the kids. Leaving a note like this: I have a family and bills too, to treat someone who helped raise your children this way. I see that you've lost all integrity. You know, that kind of fits with making her miss her family function. which is something because we know that she was at work. Thomas was out of town. Who else is going to pick them up at this point? And it's one of the questions. Like, we have to know, or at least take a guess. Yeah, Jackass was still in Vegas, racking up gambling debt, according to an ATM receipt where he had taken money out. So we know he wasn't in town. We know she was at work. It had to have been Gina, basically. So, all right. So, how do we feel about these answers then? Do we feel good about it? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and submit this one then. Agreed? Okay. One out of three. What did I get wrong? Which means someone wasn't where they were said they were, or the other two were completely wrong.
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario. Loading complete.
I have her work as the address. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Damn it. I think you're right. Hold on. Because actually, no, she would have been at the Wilsons, not still at this place. So she wouldn't have been at Star Diner. She would have been at the Wilsons' house. And their address is going to be on that check-in here. But then that also means that whole first question was marked as wrong. So what do you think the one that was right was? And what do you think the one that was wrong was between who picked him up and hospital coverage? You think the insurance one, that they would be covered? Well, we can try it, right? Okay, so 45. I thought they were like, they lived close by. Oh, insurance was right. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Hannah Olsen would be the only other person that could have picked up the kids. And maybe that's why she was so mad, is that she had to bring them home. Okay. All right. So let me actually, I'm going to put that in right now for Catherine. $72. Santa Ana or Santa Clarita. There we go. That one, then that one. This was right, we think. And then this one could have been, or was it SEN? OLSON. Okay. We know it was Hannah because of this. No, because of the girl's journal. That's how we know. The daughter's journal was in there. Yeah, Hannah. Okay. Hannah. That's where we got it. All right. Hannah Olsen. That. Fix that, because she would have been there at that time. Okay, should I resubmit it now? Yes. Especially if we think insurance is right. Hannah's the only other person. And we fixed Catherine. Okay, let's try. Let's see what they say. 2 out of 3. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try changing just the hospital to yes instead of no and see if it goes down from 2 to 3 to 1 to 3. Then we can kind of make sure. Yeah, because if that goes down, well, yeah, if that's the only one that I change, then at least we know which question we need to find out more information about, right? Yeah, okay, so that one is right, no matter what. Okay. That one is right. Which means it has to be either another address is wrong and Hannah's right. So I'm going to check, I want to check all the other things up top again, too. I guess we could I don't like to do this, but a process of elimination. I could also change Hannah back to Gina and see if it goes down to 1 again. Then we know that's 0 out of 3. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't change the insurance back, did I? So those are the 2 that are right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, because I just...
Which case file would you like to tackle? Voting scenario.
Yeah, because I put yes underneath coverage for the medical. So that and Gina, well, not Gina, but Hannah are right. That means there's still an address wrong. You don't think the addresses are wrong? So do you think it's... Because I didn't change anything up top. Like, I kept this, I kept this with her at the Wilsons, Thomas in Vegas, and the kids at the store, and yeah, but okay, so this says, where was everyone at 2 p.m., right? At 2 p.m. on the 6th, right? On September 6th, 1998 at 2:05 p.m., they were dispatched to this address, and Nicholas and Hazel were there. 2:05. And the question is, where was everyone on September 6th at 2? And the call came in at 1:58, and that is when Jeffrey went up to. That's when Nicholas went up to Jeffrey. Was it, shortly before that? So they were there at that address at that time. Did I write down the address wrong? 2839 Garner's Ferry Road, Los Angeles, California, 2839. $28.39 Garner's Ferry, LA. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay. Let's try this. Wow. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, what a waste of time. Okay, let's see if we got this now. 3 out of 3. Yeah, I think we did. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. That's done. That one's done then. Perfect. We know where everyone was. Now this is the same case,
Which case file would you like to tackle?
but now a different scenario. Supposedly.
Loading
Okay,
scenario.
let's see what this one is.
Loading complete. Good luck.
Thank you. Loud and strange noises emanating from a single house had awakened a conventionally desolated neighborhood. Conventionally? Yeah, that's right. Desolated neighborhood. As the night unfolded, the dwelling was left in a condition that surprised even its own inhabitants. By carefully examining the details of the scene, can you piece together what happened? You go pick out. You go eat. I'll narrate what we find. Blood splatters on the wall and the floor. Jeez, why is this thing moving so weird? Okay, seriously? Something wrong with my other... I think so. That is weird. Okay, that... My other mouse was wigging out there for a second. Okay, we can't go there. We have a blood trail. 2 broken tiles. Blood that leads all the way back there. The hell is that? Oh, dog leash, okay. Scarf. Nothing else. Ooh, a Zippo. That's a nice design. Okay. Cart convenience. 1 backpack. Really? $5.99. Yeah. Prices like that don't exist. What, the dog leash or the prices? All right. Can we do anything with these? Oh yeah, the Zippo. Huh. Okay, looks like they've got some memorable albums there. Really don't like this mouse. Oh, okay. Hmm. I end up doing it. It's a mod thing, I think. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, drugs, because look. Still there, and the spoon, which would go with the lighter, probably for heroin. So, oh, and then there's another lighter too. That's interesting. They're having a good time, that is for sure. Or, okay. They each have their own spoon, which could explain why this is there. This was probably this person's, or they shared that lighter. Is there anything else around here we can see? No. It won't let me use it. It'll just it just lets me pick it up and I can zoom in on it But there's no left mouse button thing for it, unfortunately. The one that does the really hot flame. Oh, yeah, look at that. Not like the normal cheap Zippos, is it? Yeah. Not Zippos, I mean Bic lighters. That will burn hot. Nothing back there. Okay, so they bought a backpack for some reason. At 6:42 p.m. Okay. And they were out here doing drugs. And someone... Okay! No, someone killed a pooch. No. What the hell happened here? Oh. What the hell is... Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? How's it going, Dalton? Oh, wait. What else? So where do we think this... Wait a minute. Do we think this all kind of started here and then somebody left? Or did someone come in and was wounded and then this all happened? I am not sure. Well, there. Okay. So the dog probably attacked them, bit them, and maybe they killed the dog and stabbed it and then they left. Does that mean they were already bleeding? No. It's there. Well. Oh, maybe. I can't get in there. It looks like there's a couple here, right? But okay, never mind. There's all this. And the Sam help, and then even first aid kit. Nothing in any of the drawers for a change. I'll come back to the desk and all that stuff. Okay. So I was thinking maybe it started here, but no. They're coming back. There's some there too. And there. Oh, and some up there too. Okay, yeah, where they sat down. Okay. Oh, a sketchbook. So someone was into fashion design. Interesting. That was back there. Okay, so they came back, right? Okay. So looks like they stumbled in here after that happened. Someone got into the safe. Money is on the ground. Drugs are out right there as well. Chloroform. It was. And that was also used too. A portable lock. What? What does this do? Is this used to enforce a door or to break into a door? I would think to keep it shut, right? Otherwise, why is there a key on it? A keyhole on it? So yeah, it looks like someone broke in here. Wow, okay. There's nothing behind there. I guess that's just first aid. Okay, so let's go through what's here. Oh. Mr. Hunt, huh? Same time, same place. And as usual, on this coming Thursday, I want the same girl. You got it, she'll be there. Okay. So he might be a pimp or someone who maybe just does escorts, maybe? Unless they're using girl as an acronym for drugs, which they could be doing. Hey, what's the deal? Why is her face bruised? I'm not paying for... Okay, so it is girls. It's not... They're not using it as a euphemism. I'm not paying for damaged goods. Do you want a refund? I want to get what I pay for. All right, then I'll send another girl over. Let me know if any other issues show up. 11:12. 11:10. 11:08. Hey, Anderson's place got hit last night. Word on the street is that it was Harry. Whatever you do, don't cross into his territory. I already talked it out with him. As long as he stays in his area and I stay in mine, we shouldn't have a problem. That was on the 8th. Then on the 5th, hey, you got some girls. Yeah, when do you want them? I want 2 tomorrow at the Cleveland Casino from 8:30 to 11 p.m. All right, I'll send them over. So maybe they cross territories again here. And that's what caused the issue with the girl that he sent to Frank. And then who's Mr. Hunt? This coming Thursday. Okay, where is a calendar in here? Is there a calendar? Oh, a whole nother bedroom. All right, we'll have to come back to that. Oh, and a whole nother one. All right. Is there a calendar anyway? I just want to see if there's a calendar. Oh, okay. All right, so that was there. This coming Thursday. That would have been the 15th when this all went down. Here's the name of the girls. Okay. So now we can actually see who went on what days. So we can probably figure out who was hurt or who was bruised up, we'll say. Okay, let me go look at that info. Sorry, I'm zooming kind of quick. Let's look at who was actually hurt. On the 10th, okay? Somebody was hurt on the 10th and they went to Frank's. She'll be there same time, same place, and as usual on this coming Thursday. So Thursday, that would have been the 15th, and then Frank was on the 10th. Let's go see what girl went out on the 10th initially. Stephanie. And then, okay, so this is what happened on the 10th, right? He sent Stephanie, and she had been beat up or hurt. She was the one that was bruised up because it was 11 p.m. to 2:30. But then an hour later at basically midnight, right? He sent Marley over until 2:30. No, those are two different hotels. Never mind. 11 to 2:30, and then midnight to 2 a.m. When did that call come in from him? I'm wondering. At 11. Okay, so it was the first one, the first girl. Okay. That was supposed to be 11 to 2:30. She was the one that went to Frank's place. So Frank is this meeting right here at the R&R Hotel. So Stephanie is the one who got hurt. Okay. I don't know how important that is, but Stephanie is the one that went to meet Frank at this hotel and was bruised up. Doesn't say who he sent instead. And then this is the one that was supposed to happen with Emma. It looks like that one guy has the same sees Emma every Thursday, or had been up until then. And it looks like Marley gets discharged. Something happened to Marley here, but she's not scheduled after that. But he is the one that called initially. Okay. I think this is the cross territory thing with the drugs and the prostitution, honestly. But let's check the other cell phone. Anton. Hey, partner, she is ready. When do you have a slot open for her? She can come on Saturday at 9 a.m. That's on the 13th. Black rose on the thigh as usual. That's what they need. That's what they need to work. That's interesting. Are you sure about this? She's a bit young, you know. Just do your job, man. Don't mess with mine. Maybe even sex trafficking against their will if they're talking about something like this. Maybe. Or, yeah. I'm going to have to cut that out of my video on YouTube. You can't say those words. Hey, Doc, how is Marley? Okay, so this is the 13th. Much better than yesterday. Her breathing is stable now, but her body really is in awful shape. Oh, okay. Overdosing is one thing, but she can really be in trouble if she keeps going like this. Call me when she is conscious. What does that mean? Overdosing is one thing. So he's talking about, well, overdosing is one thing, but she keeps doing what? She's going to be in trouble. Obviously, it's not overdosing, right? Because the terminology is a little off, if that's it. She's not, obviously, it's not, what she's doing is worse than overdosing. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's something, right? All right, call me when she's conscious. So something happened to Marley on that day. Lennon footwear. There's supposed to be something special about these that I'm not saying. There's a knife. It's only those two phones right there, right? Yeah. It will be a print. What do you mean? What is that? An Uzi pistol. Oh, a shoe print. Ah, yeah, you're right. Okay. Good point. I'll say the way they're pointed up like that will be kind of a dead giveaway for us. And then that thing on the heel that goes out away from the inside of the heel, that should be a dead giveaway for us if we see that. Okay, so we've gone over all that. They're into drugs and prostitution of some kind. And I don't know where he's sending them, where they need to have a black rose on their thigh. I don't know about that either. Both of those. There's nothing in there. Don't see anything there either. Okay, there's another Zippo. Whole bunch of rings. Can't get into any of those drawers. Okay. Okay, guide to successful homeschooling. That's an oxymoron. She looks like my cousin. That's weird. Riley Jones. Okay. Yeah, but like what? Like, first of all, it's a different phone, right? And he probably has one phone that they deal with customers and maybe another phone that they deal with the rest of, everyone else, like that they just normally talk to, and then customers are on a different phone. I'm assuming it's the same single person that uses both phones. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I don't know. If it's all of them or just certain ones of them. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know that yet. So someone was being homeschooled, right? I don't know who's young enough to be still be in school that's living here, unless it's one of the girls that they've like kidnapped. Because he mentions one of them is a little young. Oh, okay. Call log. Emma. Okay. Messages. Okay. Philippe. Please, Philip, honey. She is our daughter. She doesn't need to be part of this life. We are fine just as we are. Please stop this. She is mine and she'll make money for me. I mean, that's just a whole nother level of like sick son of a bitch, right? Is that just me? That someone would like prostitute their daughter, right? At least that's what they're implying by this. Because you found a lot of other clues. It says that they're doing some sort of escort or, something like that, right? Escort. Okay, so this is a woman's phone. Somebody's mother and Philip and this person have a daughter. Don't know who the daughter is yet. Philip wants to put her to work. The mom doesn't want her to, but the mom is also in on this business too. Because she specifically says she doesn't need to be part of this life, knowing what kind of life, right? Yeah, everything about this, like from the messages on the phone, totally scream escort service. Yeah, we all know what that is. Okay. Emma. Okay, let's see who Emma is, first of all. Thank you for taking care of Irene today. Can you give me a rundown of how she was today? So there's this guy that Irene plays with every time I take her to the park, and he seems like a nice guy. She plays with a stranger. How did that happen? It's kind of my, well, okay. It's kind of my fault. Remember about 2 weeks ago when I brought her to the park? For just a few seconds, I took my eyes off of her and she was gone. I called her on her cell phone, but she didn't pick up. I didn't call the cops because I knew it'd be trouble for us, so I desperately searched for her. Later, I found her sitting on a bench next to this stranger. Irene told me she hurt her leg while climbing a tree, and the stranger found her, bandaged her, and stayed with her until I found her. Since then, when we go to the park, she spends time with him. Hopefully only in view of you. If she has to be with him at all, you can't like take her out. You can't like not, you can't let them be alone where you can't see them. Please don't let her talk to strangers from now on. Also, I don't want her to go to that park anymore. Sorry for not telling you. I thought it was great since she didn't really have any friends. Okay, so Irene is the one being homeschooled. It is my guess, right? She doesn't have any friends. Emma takes her to the park, and Emma's the one being homeschooled. What did I say? Did I say something different than homeschooled? But Emma is also one of the working girls too, that's on the calendar. So I think Emma is living here with the owner of this phone, which is the mother of Irene. And are they talking about Irene with Philip? How Philip wants to put Irene to work? And is Irene... Yeah, exactly. That's why she has no friends. Exactly, because she's homeschooled. Is Irene the one the other cell phone was talking about? How the guy was like, she's really kind of young, and he's like, just do whatever in the hell I say, right? So Philip, I think Philip is the one that might own the other two phones. Okay. And Irene is Philip's daughter and this person's daughter. I don't know who this person is, who owns the phone. And that he might have been talking about Irene on the other cell phone about sending her to that place to work and earn money for him. Okay, now Marley, she's the one that went to the hospital. Hey, heard you were feeling down recently, so I was thinking we could do a special girls' night tonight with everyone. What do you think? Good idea. Are we watching a movie? I'll be borrowing some from the library today, and we have some popcorn in the pantry. Fingers crossed they are not expired. That sounds like fun. Thank you. So this was at the end of October, and Marley went to the hospital. I think the 10th. So something happened to Marley between this and the 10th. She is mine, and she'll make money for me. She's our daughter. Thank you for taking care of Irene today. It's got to be Irene, right? You shouldn't say things like that. Now I got images floating in my head, dear. Thank you. All right, let's look at something else. Oh, what is that? Oh, post-it notes. Okay. Okay, day after tomorrow on the 16th. I think that is the day everything goes down. After the girls wake up, we're going to a party. Okay. Many clients will be there. We won't be going out for the usual night shift. Prepare them to be at the party for the whole night. Okay. November 14th. I think that's a 1 and a 4, right? Yeah. We're going to meet the owner of a new hotel. Be prepared by 2 p.m. Emma, can you handle the house? Emma can handle the house for you. I think this note is from Philip. Well, maybe not. Maybe this is from her. From the wife. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, because Marley went to hospital on the 10th. Okay. So she couldn't work those days. Night shift. Monthly shopping expenses, that much. Rose. Okay. Is this the 10th? Is that the night someone got hurt? It might be. Yeah, both are from him. Okay, good. Yeah, the 10th. Okay, so Rose might have been the one that got hurt then. Because if you look at the ledger on the 10th with Frank, right? She only made $50 on the 10th. Rose did. So she might have been hurt on that night. She might have been the one scheduled to be with Frank. And she came bruised. Her face was bruised. And so he sent somebody else. And maybe he sent Marley. And maybe something happened. I'm just speculating now, but who did he send in her place? Because maybe something happened that night with Frank. Because she didn't work, and like something happened. She went to hospital, right? Yeah, she is the one that the doctor said on. This is the 13th, though. Okay, yeah, but like much better than yesterday. Her breathing is now is stable now, but her body really is in awful shape. Overdosing is one thing, but she can really be in trouble if she keeps going like this. Does he just mean maybe just constant drug use as opposed to overdosing? Could that be what he's referring to right here? Call me when she's conscious. Ever the caring pimp Philip is, isn't he? And Anton, okay? So this is Philip. And I think he's talking about Irene, his daughter. Hey, partner, she's ready when you have a slot open for her. Yeah, it's a paid doctor. She can come on Saturday at 9 a.m. Black rose on the thigh as usual, question mark. That's what they need to work. Are you sure about this? She is a bit young, you know. Just do your job, man. Don't mess with mine. This is, he's sending her somewhere. Maybe it's like, maybe it's something like a pseudo half legal, half illegal, like strip joint, right? To kind of train her to be a call girl, I guess. So he can eventually have her working out of the house. Or maybe not, because this whole thing right here is kind of weird, because he says that you have a slot open for her. It's what they need to work. Maybe it isn't a place. Maybe he's sending her to another pimp to like be trained. That or an establishment or something, right? Like he's sending her somewhere and she has to have a black rose on her thigh to work there. Yeah, a tattoo, yeah. So where it is, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about his daughter Irene here, and this is Philip. Philip is the phone owner. I don't know who Anton is yet. And this is the doctor. Okay. And this is his pimp phone right here. That's on the 5th. 2 tomorrow on the 5th. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't found anything in here that kind of shows any type of tattoo equipment or anything yet. Do all the girls live here? It's got to be like, he's got to have put them all in these bunk beds, right? The girls like Rose, Marley, Emma, and Stephanie. The 5th. He sent 2 girls out on the 5th. He sent 2 girls on the 5th, and 2 of them didn't make the same amount of money either. I don't know. Let's see. That was on the 13th. She can come on Saturday at 9 a.m. Black rose on the thigh as usual. Okay. That's what they need to work. Oh, okay. Maybe he's the tattooist, right? I'll bet you $10 Anton might be the tattooist, right? Because if you read this conversation thinking Anton is the tattooist, it might make more sense, right? Hey, partner, she's ready. When do you have a slot open for her, right? A slot to get a tattoo. She can come in on Saturday at 9 a.m. Black rose on the thigh as usual. Yes, that's what they need to work. Are you sure about this? She's a bit young, you know. Just do your job. Don't mess with mine. Okay, so they must do something like a black rose on the thigh of their girls to kind of show who they are working for, I guess. Okay, so this is a tattooist then. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So that she can end up joining here. So these 4, I'll bet you $10. These 4 are the ones that live in here. And that the other single daughter, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is Irene's room. Irene's homework. Okay. This is Irene's room. Okay. So the four girls that are working for Philip live in here. Belongs to, that's such a gross word. But it's not wrong. Like the way he's kind of portraying it. Positive parenting. Really? Don't turn your child into a sex worker. There's some positive parenting. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially if they're just sending them to a hotel and maybe they're meeting up in the lobby or something like that. They can say, you know, our girl will have a black rose on their left thigh or right thigh, or one of their thighs, whichever one. So they don't like, they're not approaching a bunch of women, like not knowing who they, you know, who they sent. Huh. I don't know what these numbers mean. But they are inside of this parenting book. Hold on. I might actually need this information now. Okay. Parenting book. Okay. All right. Huh. And that's the only thing here. I don't know. The hell is that? And there's that. That's the fashion book. Okay, what else could we be missing in here? Oh, yeah, you're right. They are 5 digits, aren't they? Let's see if we can find any letters with any of these on them, because these are real close, obviously, in number. Oh, can't do anything with that. I don't know if there's anything else in here initially that we need to look at. We can always come back and look at anything else. Okay. You think that's just the bed hitting the wall? I don't think so. There's something back there, but I can't get to it. Doesn't let me click on it, so I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't give me anything to click on, so it must not be important. Oh, a bong. More paraphernalia. Yeah, it doesn't let me click on it, but there's something back there, but can't click on it or anything. Okay. So we have, I don't know if they're, it looks like they're selling drugs, right? We know they were using drugs here from the front room, from the bong, everything in here, right? It sounds like they're running both girls and drugs out of this place, and that they had a territorial conflict with somebody. That could be what happened here. Why there's a dog that was killed, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone talk about the dog yet, whether it was their dog here or someone brought an attack dog like a pit bull or something with them when they came here. Who knows? You know, not sure, but maybe we'll find that out with other clues that we can find. Okay, there's something we can read there. Anything else? Just another drug spoon, another drug syringe. Ooh, right here. Some flowers for Irene. She says she hopes you feel better. Oh, from Irene. She says she hopes you feel better. I put an extra bag of ice in the freezer. I told Marley to give it to you when you need a new one. Call me if you need anything. R could be Rose. But didn't we think that Rose was the one that actually got hurt? And who needs... Maybe she's just sick. It also doesn't have a date on it either. Because Marley is the one that ended up in the hospital. Dear sister, I'm sorry I never said... That looks like me trying to spell Spanish. Goodbye properly. I now have a boyfriend and we are living together. Don't worry, everything is going well. I also have a lot of friends here with me in the room I share. They're all real nice and they're always trying to help. The only awkward thing is that my bed was someone else's for a bit. So they told me it's a little odd to see someone there, like it's a ghost. Ha. How is everything going? Did you get that new tennis racket? I remember when we were kids, we would go to the park to practice. You were worse compared to me then, but now I can never beat you in a match. I'm so proud of having such a hard-working sister. I miss you. I wish I was there with you. So somebody used to be in this person's bed. Okay, let's see if we can actually just find out whose bed this is. Anton. Wait a minute. Did they move? Okay, here's a theory. Marley's in hospital, right? They rush Irene into being a working girl. She's moved into this bed that Marley used to be in. And now this would make sense with the tattoo that they were talking about giving what we assume is Irene, his daughter. Remove the bandages after 24 hours. Wash the tattoo carefully with soap and water. Pat to dry. Apply the ointment. Yep. For the next 2 weeks, wash and dry. Apply area of the skin with the tattoo moist. If you have any questions, just let Philip know to call me Anton. Who is the older sister here? Because if this is... if this is Irene talking, one of the other girls who isn't here might be an... maybe she sees her as a sister, or maybe she literally is a sister. I'm not sure about this yet. Maybe Irene isn't even their blood daughter. Maybe she's adopted. I wonder if that could be too. Because to think that these two, the mom, because we don't know the mom's name yet, and Philip had an older daughter and she's not into prostitution seems kind of weird, right? Or she's not here, part of the group. That she is writing a letter to them, to the older sister. Did you get that new tennis racket? Okay. All right. Something else to think about with that. Goldstone. For my favorite girl. She also said she had a boyfriend. To my baby. I don't know how to feel about that wording, depending on who it's from. It grosses me out if that's her dad, giving her jewelry to go out and work the streets. Okay. Can we on the dog or anything else? Because they might have planned to also put Marley in Irene's old room there so she could recover as well. And maybe that's why Irene was moving in here. Because if you think about it, the rest of these beds look a lot more mature. And mature just in the sense of compared to what Irene would be in age. I don't know. I guess that's not fair. Yeah, I just look at that and I think that looks more like a teenage girl's pillow, but yeah, that could just be me being ignorant too. Oh my gosh, that's Twilight. Never escape it. Oh, someone's got like a Game Boy Deluxe. Yeah, there's nothing in those drawers. We've got all of that. There's nothing in that one either. Stephanie. Okay. So Stephanie might be on the top bunk. Maybe she's on the bottom bunk. I don't know. I can't go in there. Okay, what is this? Emma. Okay, well, I figured that's what it was. Can I unzip this or something? No. If I examine it, just gives me the name. Oh! Flip this and write your name before 4 a.m. I'll give you a new pouch later. What? What would be the reason behind that? Is she trying to get something out of the house? Maybe they're searching Rose's stuff. It won't let me open it, but like, why would Rose want to get her pouch out of the house with Emma? Are they maybe searching her stuff? I don't know. Maybe. Can't click any of that or any of that. Kitty. Footy tats and contacts. Okay. No, that's not one of the named one. Okay, let's open this up. Okay. Maybe right before pervert collects them. It could be, right? But are they normally working together too? Or maybe he comes in not to collect them, but to collect their money. Right? Their nightly earnings. That could be. Maybe she's skimming a little off the top or something. Maybe, because that would make sense for this, right? Like when they go out and they come back, they're instructed to put the money. Ew. I just looked at this. Okay. Don't blacklight that thing. Okay. Yeah, that's seen better days. All right. Let's read this. Today, Philip got Stephanie a gift from Goldstone. Oh, okay, so that's not Irene. That's Stephanie's bags there. Okay. But that was on the 7th. It's already her second one since she came. The last one I got was way back in September. I know he's doing it just so she feels comfortable with us, but I feel like he is giving way too much to her. I am immature to think this way. He hates when people are immature. I need to trust him and stop thinking about stupid things. 11/8. Last night, I think I saw my parents. They were across the street at a restaurant. They were smiling and laughing. They seemed happy. I wish I never see them again. 11/9. Last night's client was the worst. He was nice the last time, so I was happy that he called for me again. But he was actually one of the psychopath clients. Burning me with his cigarette so many times made me want to scream. I can cover it up with makeup for now, but I just hope other clients won't notice. Girl, if he burns you with cigarettes enough, it's going to scar. It doesn't matter. You can cover it up with makeup, but you're scarred. You're going to have scars from that. That was on the 9th. Who do we think this is? This is one of these two right here, right? Emma? Do we think this is Emma? Maybe. Is there anything else up here before I look at that other phone? Was there any other pages? Yeah, there was. 11:10. This morning, Stephanie was disciplined for the first time. She was 50 off the quota. She was terrified, but it needed to happen for her to learn and grow. All of the things I have to do. I can never get used to watching a beating. I always wished I could be high at these times so I can go numb to what's going on. It reminds me of when I get beaten and I don't want to experience it ever again. Philip said that I looked cute this morning. I should wear my slip dress more often. Maybe I can scratch that. It's not my fault. She wanted it. You know what's interesting is it looks like down here Philip isn't crossed out, but it is up here. Maybe it's meant to say Philip, it's not my fault, she wanted it. The 11th. Huh. Oh, Cleveland Hotel. Andrew. Milton Hotel, 10:23, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Kenneth Robertson, that's the doctor. The doctor that saw. Yeah, that's their doctor on the 28th. Those are the two. 8:30 to 12. Okay. Cleveland Hotel and Casino. You know what? I don't even have a clue what we're actually supposed to be finding. Okay. Okay, we already have that. Who stole Emma's money? I didn't know anyone did. When was Marley hospitalized? I already know that answer. Did Janine move to another state? Don't even know who that is yet. How many times did Philip physically assault someone in this house between November 7th and November 15th? Well, we already saw one. Yeah, the paid doctor, yeah. Who has an appointment with the tattoo artist on the 17th? That would have been Irene. This question will not be graded at this time. Who is the intruder? Okay, that's interesting. Don't know who Janine is. I think I know this one already from information. And I think this is Irene. But yeah, I didn't even know anyone stole Emma's money. Not yet. Okay. Emma. Yeah, the intruder is, if the dog was living in this house, the intruder was someone they did not know and attacked almost on sight, right? Like attacked viciously. Unless it's a trained attack dog that will attack on command, it's going to attack to defend the, you know, its pack, which is the people it lives with, right? So, and they didn't know the person who came. Okay, so this is not Emma's phone. This might be Rose's phone, maybe? Hey, I don't know if I can do this any longer. Don't even want any jewelry or anything anymore. I'm sick of this. I see myself in the mirror and I don't even know who I am. Don't know why I am here. I just want to get out of here. You can't, geez. It's been only 3 months since she tried, and you saw what Philip was like. He's brutal. He went absolutely nuts. Please, I'm begging you. I don't want to lose you too. Marley, what should I do? My bag is gone. The client stole it. I don't have any of the money. I'm so scared. Okay, so on the 11th. Okay. 11/11. Whoever Emma saw that night is the one who stole the money. Stole money. Okay, we can find that one out. I'm so scared. Do you think Philip would forgive me? He loves me, so he'll know it's not my fault, right? OMG, did you try calling Rose? No. I already know what happened right here. Rose is the one who went to see someone. Hey, how you doing? Who went to see someone, right? Yeah, this is Emma. No, this is not Emma's phone. I think this is... Oh, I don't know who this is. But see, the phone owner isn't Emma, and it's not Rose either. You can watch me play games like this. That's the perfect compromise, isn't it? Did you call Rose? No. Tell her your situation. Will she help? She might tell Philip. You know she won't, Emma. Right, you're right. I'll call her. Okay. No, it's not Rose, and it's not Emma. And I don't think it's Stephanie either. Right? I think it's Megan. Was that her name? Started with an M. Marley, that's Marley. Yeah, okay, Marley. It started with an M. Okay, so this must be Marley's phone. Because if you think about it, flip this and write your name. This is why, okay? This is why they did this. Rose brought back her money that she had earned and let Emma turn it in. That's why they did this whole card thing. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah. Does it? Okay, yeah, Marley, what should I do? Okay, yeah, so this is Marley's. Okay. Okay, now let's see what Rose said. Hey, heard you were feeling down recently, so I was thinking that we could do a special... Okay. Oh, okay. So Rose is the frickin' wife. Rose is the wife. Remember this exact message from the phone in the master bedroom? Rose is the wife. Yep. Or girlfriend, whatever. She's with Philip. Okay. It's her phone that's in the bedroom. Okay, so remember this. This says Rose is the one sending this. Hey, have you heard you were feeling down recently, right? To Marley. Because Marley's this phone owner, right? Wait, yeah. What? Did I just confuse myself? No. Yeah, Marley, yeah. This is Marley's phone, okay? And remember this message from Rose. Hey, you know, to Marley, heard you weren't feeling well. What do you think? Remember that. Because right here, sorry, I'm zooming again. Hey, heard you were feeling down recently, so I was thinking we could do a special girls' night out. Phone owner. This is Rose. This is Rose's phone. Rose is the mom of Irene. Okay? So Rose is mama, Philip is daddy, or the dad, and Irene is their daughter, whether it's birth, blood, or adopted. No idea. Okay? But that's their daughter. Okay? So now we know who the mom is. We didn't know the mom's name until now, but it's Rose. Okay? So Rose is the one, Rose is Philip's, at least baby mama. Okay? At least we know that from everything that they've said. And this is why on the 10th, right? They did that thing where she only made $50 because I think on the 9th, I'm going to go check. On November 9th, man. No, that was on the 11th. Flip this and write your name before 4 a.m. I'll give you a new pouch later. Thought that was right. What am I missing here? Marley to Emma. Maybe Marley tried to leave. That's why she ended up in the hospital, because he beat the crap out of her. That could very well likely be what happened. Did you try to call Rose on the 11th? Who was she seeing? Sorry, I kind of zoomed kind of quick. Who was she seeing on the 11th? Rose. Okay, so she messaged him there because that was into that early morning, right? Okay, hold on. Milton Hotel on 11:10. Let me see the actual time of the message. Yeah. 2:21 a.m. Okay. So this is from the night of the 10th, and it had flipped over to the 11th. Okay. And that's when the money was stolen, right? On the 11th. What should I do? My bag is gone. Okay, so on the 11th. We didn't make money on the 11th. Rose made money. So did Emma. Marley went to hospital. But see, they were together on that, not like, it was this night when everything went missing. When the money, that is what happened. Okay. All right, so that is what happened with the pouch, I think. Okay. The money pouch thing happened here because it was on that night, and the message was just early in the morning on the 11th. So it's when she messaged after this night. Here, Emma messaged Rose saying, or, Marley messaged Emma saying, what do I do? My money's gone. The client stole it, right? And then we have that message from Rose that says, flip this at 4 a.m. and write your name on it. Rose took a beating for Marley on that day. Because, well, okay, wait. I think I'm mixing myself up here. Let me check that cell phone over here again. The pimped cell phone. Frank. Okay, that night, so the money hadn't gone missing yet. The money had not gone missing yet. But someone went to see Frank and was already beat up, was already bruised. Who was that? That was Stephanie. Because he messaged it like before that. Okay. And then Marley was supposed to be at Milton from 12 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Okay. And Rose is here and here and here. Rose Marley, Rose. Nothing happens these 2 days, which nothing happened on Wednesday on that day either. Then Emma is supposed to go here. So Marley wants out. We know that from her phone. Okay, okay. All right. So I have Marley and Stephanie on the 10th. This happened at the 10th. Stephanie was between, okay. Hold on. So Stephanie is the one who went to this deal, to this appointment with Frank bruised, okay? Now, in the journal, this morning. Okay, Stephanie was, okay. So in the morning of 11:10, which is the morning, Stephanie, later that night, Stephanie's supposed to go and see Frank. She shows up to Frank and she's bruised from this right here. She was $50 short on her quota for the 9th over into the 10th. And so Frank beat her up. Or Philip beat her up, sorry. And then Frank complained, and so Philip sent a different girl over for Frank. So that's why she ended up going bruised to see Frank, is because she was short on quota and Philip beat her up. Okay. All right. Okay. And yeah, it was... So Rose is the one who did this. Now maybe Stephanie is the one getting the tattoo. No, because they're asking about the tattoo for 17th, which I think is Irene, because isn't that on this one? Saturday, yep, 9 a.m. Okay. This one already got a tattoo. So it's not Stephanie. Because the 17th is in the future. Right here. Because all this happened here on the 15th. Okay. So as of this timeline right now, Marley is still in the hospital. This all went down on this date. Irene was supposed to get a tattoo on this date because Irene is Philip and Rose's daughter. She was going to get a tattoo to start working. Okay. All right. So I think we know this right here. I think I know that's Irene. How many times did Philip physically assault someone in the house between the 7th and the 15th? Okay, so we know that he assaulted Rose. We also know that he assaulted Stephanie. Maybe we don't know he assaulted Rose. We assume he did. And we're almost positive he's the one that did something to Marley, right? So that's positively 2, maybe 3 if he did something to Rose for shortchanging that, for being shortchanged. He would have to do that to make an example, right? Unless Rose gets special treatment because they're together, which could be as well. Did I search everything in here? I don't even know if I searched in here yet, did I? No, I don't think I did. Not over here. I searched that and over here, right? More drugs. Hello? Stephanie? Okay. We know who stole Emma's money. According to Emma, on the 11th, the client she was with stole her money. And now remember, this is at 2 a.m. on the 11th. So whoever she saw on the evening of the 10th is who stole her money. Okay. And then she messaged Marley saying, what am I going to do? Like they stole my money. The person I was seeing. Tell her your situation. Will she help me? She might tell Philip. She won't. You're right. I'll call her. And then this is what happened. This is why this is important here. Is I think it was you, Charlie, who said that he collects. Well, I think you said that he collects them, but I think he does his collection of their money around 4 a.m. because everyone's back home by then. Like they're supposed to be leaving their clients' houses by 2:30 to 3 in the morning. So they should be home by 4. And this pouch is what they're supposed to have been paid by the client. So Rose said to flip this and put her name on it because this is the money she earned. Because we know in the ledger, it shows that Rose only earned $50 for this night. But Emma earned all of her money, but we know Emma's money was stolen. So we need to find out who Emma saw on the night of the 10th. Right here. It doesn't say. We only have that. That was that night, right? Yeah, it was at 11 early in the morning. Unless this isn't the money that they're talking about. Because if this girl's had all of her money stolen twice, that's a serious problem. Yeah, because this is 11/11. So whoever Emma saw on the 10th, which... Okay, wait. Oh, okay, hear me out. Emma must have gone to replace Stephanie. Because remember, Stephanie got beat up by Philip earlier that day because she didn't make her quota. Frank complained about the girl showing up bruised, right? Then Philip must have sent Emma because she's not on the calendar for that day. She's not supposed to work. And then she must have been covering for Stephanie, who got sent away, and it must have been Frank that stole her money because she's not on the calendar. Because it was... This morning, Stephanie was disciplined. Yeah, so 11:10 is when she was disciplined. Okay, right here. So remember on the morning of the 11:10 on November 10th, Stephanie got beat up by Philip because she came back the previous night with not meeting the quota. Okay. Then right here on the evening of the 10th, okay, because in the morning of the 10th is when she got beat up by Philip. Hey, what's the deal? Why is her face bruised? I'm not paying for damaged goods. Do you want a refund? I want to get what I paid for. All right, I'll send another girl over. Let me know if any other issues show up. So my theory is that Emma is the one who got sent over to cover for Stephanie, who got punched by Frank and bruised up by Frank for missing quota. Because I don't know what the hell this has to do with anything. Because this doesn't even happen. Emma is the normal girl that sees Mr. Hunt, though. I know that. I'm looking at the calendar. Hey, Anderson's place got hit. Okay. It was Harry. Okay, so Harry is the one hitting people for the drugs and stuff. On the 5th, I want 2 tomorrow. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But, okay, so if we look at the calendar out here, let's look at the 10th. And Stephanie is the one who originally went to see Frank. Because remember, Frank messaged Philip at like 11:20, something like that, 11:15, saying, hey, she's all bruised up. She's damaged goods. What's going on? Because Frank had beat her up this morning because she didn't make quota on the 9th. If we go back in there and check Stephanie for the 9th, it's going to say, I think, $450. She was $50 short on her quota for the evening of the 9th. So he taught her a lesson, according to that journal, whatever, in the morning of the 10th. Okay. Then Stephanie went to see Frank. Frank was mad. So they sent a replacement, which must have been Emma, because Emma's not on the calendar to go out tonight. Emma is the regular for Mr. Hunt right here. Mr. Hunt is the one who sees Emma every single Thursday. And usually, if you look, that's the only time she is scheduled, Emma. Like, she's a one client gal right now, or girl right now. Well, who fell asleep? Who fell asleep where? What do you mean? Who talked about falling asleep? What the hell? I just saw this. Are you joking? Oh, you're talking about in reality. Did you see this? The new girl isn't even 17. She's 16. All right. Stephanie's birthday, if you guys are just listening, like Paige and Charlie, okay. I'm looking at the calendar and it says on November 23rd, it says Stephanie's 17th birthday. So Stephanie has been 16 this whole time. Heaven knows what age Irene is that he wants to bring her in. Never mind. Okay. So we know that Frank is the one who stole. Well, this is my guess. Frank is the one who stole Marley's money. Okay. No, not Marley, Emma's money. Okay. Because Stephanie was beat up on this morning. The next thing I need to do is go through all the notes and stuff and figure out who was beat up when. Just so I can see how many times he assaulted someone in between those dates. I think it's 3, but I don't have anything that I can remember that says that he laid any hands on Rose for being short money when Emma had her money stolen and Rose took the fall. The only ones that I know for a fact he laid hands on was Stephanie through the journal entry. And it seems like he beat up Marley on the 11th, I believe is the day. I have to check. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't remember hearing anything about anyone else, though. I'll read through the notes again. But so we know for sure one in Stephanie. Almost positive that Marley got beat up by him and hospitalized, probably because she tried to leave. And I haven't read anything about Rose, despite the fact that she was short. So she is the, are you sure she's kind of young? No, because that, okay, so Stephanie is already here and working, right? Because Stephanie is working as of the 7th, right? At least. Today, Philip got Stephanie a gift from Goldstone. It's already her second one since she came. The last one I got was way back in September. I don't know when she came, but it was before 11/7, right? But she still has this note. 2 weeks for her tattoo, her tattoo care, right? So let's assume that she came at the beginning of November. Let's just assume that, right? This would be about 2 weeks, which is why she might still have this note on the 14th, even though this all took place on the 15th. Because we know she was already here as of the 7th and before. We just don't know how much longer she was here before. We're just not sure yet. Okay. So okay. Whose journal do we think this is? Have we like discovered that? We know it's not Stephanie's. Okay. Got her a second one. It's got to be one of the two girls over there. I don't even know who sleeps where, except Stephanie sleeps on this side on the bottom. Last night's client was the worst. Okay, let's just check on the 9th. Let's see who. Wait, the 9th, she said last night, so the 8th. Let's see who was actually out on the 8th. I'm not sprinting because you said it was disturbing. Okay, Emma. Okay, this is Emma's journal. Okay, Emma was the only one who went out on the 8th. Okay. So poor Emma is the one who had her shit stolen, is getting cigarette burned by her client. This guy who wants to see her every week. She was excited because he was nice here. Then he burnt her with a cigarette there, and then he requested to see her again here. So that journal is Emma's. Okay. All right. I didn't see anything in the journal about wait a minute. Did I even read this? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm good. Okay, look. 3 days off. Today, new girl came, Stephanie. 3 days off. So I was pretty close with November 1st. Okay. October 28th. Today, a new girl came to live with us. Daddy named her Stephanie. That's interesting. I wonder if these are just what's the correct phrasing for this? If they were a stripper, you'd call it a stage name, right? But they're just, yeah, fake names. I don't know the correct word for a prostitute not having an actual name, like not having their real name. Because it says named her Stephanie, like that wasn't her name before. She is closer to my age than anyone else. Okay. And we know she was 16 when she came. So we know Irene is at least 15, if not younger. Because they didn't say same age, closer to my age. Yeah, this is Irene's journal. Yep. She is closer to my age than anyone else. Maybe I can be friends with her. She really likes Spike, and Spike is never good to new people. She must be a really nice girl. Spike is the dog who died. Calling it right now. Today I met a kind man at the park. Okay, this is some good background on the dude, on the person, the guy she met at the park when Emma lost track of her when she was looking after Irene for Rose. Today I met a kind man at the park. When I hurt my leg, he helped me. He said he just came back from a trip a month ago and he was visiting the cemetery next to the park. He seemed sad. Mommy always tells me to not trust guys, but I don't think he is a bad guy. Maybe if I met him again at the park, I can give him my snack so he can cheer up. She sounds so young. It's making me feel gross inside about Philip. This is the guy from the park. Remember the message from Emma to Rose? See, we don't have Emma's phone. We just have Marley's phone, but we saw the message from Emma to what we later found out was Rose, how she took Irene to the park. She lost track of her once and then found her, tracked her down and found her with this guy. And so this is Irene's version of that same event, basically right here. 11:4. Today, Marley was crying in her room. Marley always seems happy, but sometimes I hear her cry after the others leave. I want to ask her if she needs help, but I think she doesn't want anyone to know. Should I talk to Mommy about it? 11:5. Today I went to the park, and he was there. I told him about the TV show last night. It was about the many species of plants and flowers, and that even now, not all of them are discovered. I told him I want to be the one to discover them, but I'm not good at science. Then he said if I don't give up, I can do it. I'm happy, I told him. I wonder if this is what friends are like. I feel so bad for Irene. She has such a strange perception of reality with the world she's been exposed to and grown up around, the environment. And she sounds so young. Is it just me? She sounds incredibly she sounds like a 11, 12, maybe 13 at the max year old. If not, she sounds like a young girl. The way she's writing this, the things she says, doesn't sound like a 14, 15, 16-year-old, does it? Maybe I'm wrong. 11:7. Today was a cleaning day. We found Janine's book that she left. Okay. Do you guys remember earlier on Marley's phone when she was telling Emma that she really wanted to leave? And Emma was saying, you can't do that. After she left the last time, he went ballistic. He went crazy, right? It must be Janine. Janine must be the one that left and got away, and he went ballistic about it. And I'll bet I'll bet money that the bed that Stephanie's in used to be Janine's as well. My camera just went out. Hold on. It just went black. There we go. Live again. All right, actually. Okay. All right. So I bet Janine is the one that got away. Okay. We found Janine's book that she left. I miss her. Sometimes when she went to work, she'd come back with candy for me. She told me that she would text me a thumbs up if she went back home. That was 3 months ago now. No one wants to tell me if she went somewhere else. The other girls just tell me to keep my lips zipped. I also found my old marble. I went to the park today and we found everything on the list. The scavenger hunt was super duper fun. Maybe we can collect different colors of rocks next time. That was on the 13th. Maybe Janine didn't make it out. Maybe he killed Janine. I need to read that message again. Anything else in here I might be missing? Oh, that's Spike's bed. Okay, so we see blood here. I'm just going to do a really quick run around the top to see if any of these open. That doesn't open either. Okay. None of those. None of those, or that, or that. None of those either. Okay. So now we can go over here and see if any. I thought I saw something around here. Sporks. Huh. Okay. Irene, 11:15 dinner. Isn't that the day everything went down? She'd already had her dinner? Okay. So she was able to eat her dinner at least, right? All the mac and cheese. Number 8, Emma. Dafflin's number 8, Emma. It doesn't have any sort of date on it, does it? Does this? No. I wonder what the significance of that is. Number 8. Nothing there. Can't go in there. I don't think there's anything else in here right away. All right. So we still have Irene's room. That's inaccessible. So this message. They mentioned about the pop. Oh, yeah. That was on this message here. I'm borrowing something. I'm borrowing some from the library today, and we have some popcorn in the pantry. Fingers crossed they are not expired. That sounds like fun. I don't want it anymore. I just want to leave. You can't. It's been only 3 months since she tried. And you saw what Philip was like. He's brutal. He went absolutely nuts. So if she's no longer here, 3 months later, which would have put this in August. Please, I'm begging you. I don't want to lose you too. I don't know what happened to her, but what is the question we're supposed to answer about her? Oh! Do you think she moved? Do you guys think she moved? Because one other thing is that Irene said that Janine said when she was back home, she would send her a text message with a thumbs up, and she still hasn't received it. And he said, it's been, and this is what Emma said, it's been only 3 months since she tried to leave. And you saw what Philip was like. He's brutal. He went absolute nuts. So unless he beat her to within an inch of her life and then let her leave, I don't think she made it anywhere. That's just my guess, though. All right, now we're on to our last room. Okay, this is Irene's room. Okay. Interesting, they have a camera in her room. Okay. Camera there. I never even noticed all these damn cameras. Camera there. Of course, he doesn't have a camera in his own room. It filmed him doing all these illegal things. Is there a camera in here? Yes, there's a camera there too. I don't... How can they not have one in here? Really? That camera would actually show us who killed the dog though, right? Really, to coach? What is he going for to be a coach? She also doesn't show anything about this either. Like who her sister is, nothing. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, Kim came in and said it was to coach your son's teams, right? Son's team. That's awesome. Baseball. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. What is this again? An old friend Sunday night on the 11th. Wear your best dress. What? Wait a minute. That was supposed to be, I think, Stephanie. I think that's Stephanie's desk. Do we have her cell phone anywhere? Okay, wait. Yeah, this is just her homework. Oh. Oh, we do. There's her cell phone. Beautiful. Okay. I think this is stuff she's talking about she found at the park. As part of that scavenger hunt. Call me if you ever need anything. Something shiny. Something with a hole, something spiky. Okay, there's stuff missing from this. A lot of things, actually. That is as well, and so is that. But she said she has them all. And what is that? Call me if you ever need anything. Ends in 9632. Holy crap. Hey. She was in a panic this night, wasn't she? 7:10, 7:11, 7:12, 7:13, 7:24, and then finally they called back at 8:03, whoever this is, messages. And here's the message. Mommy is going to die. Please help at 7:14. That's Rose. And who is this? Hmm. Who could that be? Okay. 9632. Okay, we don't have a main phone like we did in the other one. New theory. I don't know if there was an intruder. I think Philip started to attack Rose and Spike defended Rose and Philip killed Spike. Probably threw her against the wall right here to cause this indentation. She probably had her a hand or something like that right there with blood on it. And here's one other question. Who is that phone number? Is this Janine? Is this Janine? Because it says right here, call me if you ever need anything. Is that Janine? Is there any other evidence to suggest that Janine is still alive? Oh, I'm going to sneak. Ooh. Maybe there's something else in here about Janine that we're missing. And where does this come into play? Like, why do I have these shoes? I didn't see a footprint anywhere. Did you guys? Did anybody else see a footprint anywhere? And this is her packing her bag, Emma. She's ready to leave. Okay. I'm not seeing a shoe print anywhere. You guys seeing a shoe print that I might have missed? I don't see a shoe print anywhere. That might like be a reason why they had those shoes as a piece of evidence for us to look at. I don't see this anywhere. I don't see anything on them either. Yeah, they look like they're like in really good shape. Like really good shape. Maybe not even worn at all, like you said. There's nothing in here, but oh. Okay, so what exactly is chloroform used for? Isn't that what you use to like knock people out? Or is it also used in the manufacturing of some other drug too? Like interested now. Like I actually kind of want to know. Chloroform's primary use is as a solvent in various industrial and laboratory applications, including making refrigerant like HCFC22. It's also used as a chemical intermediate in the production of other chemicals and as a solvent in the extraction and purification of substances like fats, oils, and certain antibiotics. Okay, yeah. Chloroform was once widely used as an anesthetic in surgeries. Okay. So it's what weirdos use to like kidnap people and knock them out. That makes sense. That's why Philip has it in his safe. Freak. Okay. Who keeps a bottle of chloroform that big in their safe? Seriously? Like, how often are you using this stuff? Whatever. There's that. And then the phones. CJ. I don't know what this has to do with. There's nothing else in here. Wasn't it Marley for what? Emma, that's Emma there. And, well, also, how's Marley? Much better than yesterday. Her breathing is now stable, but her body really is in awful shape. Overdosing is one thing, but she can really be in trouble if she keeps going like this. I don't know if he's talking about, like, I don't know if this is just, like I said earlier, about her taking too much drugs but not quite overdosing, or if he literally beat the crap out of her to where she was unconscious in the hospital. That Philip did that to Marley. Yeah, because Marley was the one in the hospital. Yeah. Call me when she's conscious. Okay, that was the 13th. And we don't have anything back yet on this. So she's still unconscious at that point. And that happened on, wait, there's something else that says when that happened, right? Is there? Because this doesn't give an exact date when that all happened. Oh, wrong phone. Much better than yesterday. So it could have been the 12th, right? But it also could have been the 11th, because I thought it was the 11th. See, and Stephanie at this point still has a bruised face as well from the lesson that Philip gave her on the 10th. Marley, so where did we see the information about? So I thought we decided on this date for the hospital for Marley, but I don't know where we found that. Was it in here? No, it's not in there. Or is it in the other journal? Maybe it's in the other journal. Not sure. Maybe it's in this journal right here. Because this is Emma's journal, right? Yeah, we decided this is Emma's. Or Marley's. Oh, hell, I can't even remember. Oh, on the pay schedule, Marley didn't make money past the... You're right. Okay. Last night's client was the worst. Yeah, I think this is Emma's, because Emma is the one who has the same client every single, I believe it's Wednesday or Thursday. And then... Philip, it's not my fault. She wanted it. I still don't know what this means. I feel like this has some sort of significance. Like, we all know something went down on the 11th, right? Like, what does my note say? That was on the 10th. Stephanie, then Marley also went out. That was the last time on the night of the 10th. So she wouldn't have made any money on the 11th. Yep, 12th. So whatever happened, and it doesn't say who she went with either. So she got hurt on either, I'm assuming on this morning. Yeah, and here's that day Stephanie was short right there. That day, and then that next morning is when he taught her a lesson. She was short, came back short on the 9th, or the work on the 9th. Okay, so each one of these dollar amounts is for that evening of, even if it rolls over into the next day. That's what each one of these represents that. So this would have been the evening of the 14th that rolled over into the morning of the 15th right here. And this was when Emma took Rose's earnings, because they swapped pouches that day because Frank stole Emma's money when she had to go and cover. This is what I don't understand, is how the hell did Stephanie make 500 bucks? How? This is the day she went home. Like, right away. Frank sent her home on this day and didn't want her because she had the bruised face. Maybe... Maybe Stephanie had already been paid up front by Frank. But then what would Emma have lost? He's not going to pay twice, right? Yeah, because think about it, right? He said, I want what I paid for, which means he'd already paid for Stephanie to be with Stephanie before she got there, or right after she got there, right? So that would explain Stephanie's money, but not why Emma had no money. Well, actually, that would explain why Emily had no money. He can't be paid. He's not going to pay twice. I think I'm looking into that too much. Maybe not, though. Maybe nobody stole Emma's money because she didn't get paid because... Exactly. Rose gave her that money, but was Emma actually supposed to come home with money? Because think about it. Frank isn't going to pay for two different girls. He sent Stephanie home. How the hell did Stephanie make 500 bucks when she was sent home before she did anything with him? How does she have money? Technically, Stephanie stole her money, because this money should have been credited to Emma, not her. She didn't do anything. She went home with a bruised face. Does that make sense, though? Like somebody should have had no money because Frank didn't pay two girls. Because one girl came, 20 minutes later she left. So how the hell does Stephanie have 500 bucks? I think Stephanie, this is my wild theory, I think Stephanie is the one who technically stole her money. Because Stephanie should have zero. None. She went, Frank saw her and said, send me someone else. I'm done. And so Philip sent Emma. Stephanie should have made nothing that day, 0. And maybe Rose ended up telling Philip that exact thing. Maybe. Because somebody should have come home with 0, and it should have been Stephanie. And she shouldn't have gotten another lesson from Frank, because the whole reason she couldn't earn money was because of Frank. Punch her in the face. Or somewhere else where Frank saw the bruises, right? So, now that I'm thinking about it, it's easy to think that Frank stole the money because that is the person she went and saw. But why the hell does Stephanie have any money at all? She shouldn't have any on this day. Anyways, that's my wild theory for that one, at least. I can't find anything that talks about Jasmine besides that one entry in the daughter's journal. I can't find anything. And I guess in the cell phone message too. The question about her is, did she move back home? Where is it right here? Did Janine move to another state? The only time I've found that she's mentioned by name was in the daughter's journal in the kitchen. And then she's mentioned not by name, but you know who they're talking about on Emma's phone. When she's talking to Marley through text message saying, you can't leave. You saw what he did the last time. Exactly. She didn't text a thumbs up, right? No one has heard from her. And when the daughter asks about it, everyone just says, zip your lip and don't ask about it. But who is the daughter texting that says you can call me anytime, no matter what? No matter what's wrong. Like, who gave this to her? Call me if you ever need anything. And this is who she called. Well, texted a whole bunch. Called a whole bunch the night everything went down. She finally called back at 8:03. Well, they called back at 8:03. And then the message they sent at 7:14 said, Mommy's going to die. Please help. So, who is this? Wait, I'm going to look at this number, 9632. I'm going to go check the other two, all the cell phones, to see if this number's in any of their cell phones. Doesn't give a cell phone number. Worthless. Worthless! I think it does on these though, right? No. It just says names. All right, well that doesn't help. And what is the significance of this right here? Looks like it's in there as like a bookmark almost, or an extra page. None of the drawers, right? I feel like I'm missing something. Whose sketchbook is this too? Is this Rose's sketchbook maybe? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold the phone. Oh, okay. Found a gold mine. Okay. All right. I just looked at the drawings. I didn't look at any of the writing. Okay. So she is writing notations underneath each thing about her stuff, right? Because look at what I did. I saw this etching clothing. That's it. But she's making notations about what Philip did. 11:09. Philip picked us up. Okay. Okay. 4:30 to 4:50 a.m. We arrived at home. Philip counted 5 to 8 a.m. He slept. He woke up when I woke up to go to the restroom. 8:10 to 8:30 he showered. 8:38 a.m. he left for his house. Might have gone to see security footage. He doesn't live here. Interesting. 9:01 to 9:30 he came back to meet a dealer. Then he checked the contents. 10:40 a.m. he left. 1:20 p.m. he came back to get his other phone. He was talking to Marley, and this is all on 11:09. 2:10 he left. 7:50 he came back. We left with him. He can be unpredictable. Be more careful. He might notice that I am not asleep. So she's worried about him looking at the security footage and that he might find out that she wasn't sleeping. Okay, let's see the next one. 11:10. Okay, this is important. Philip picked us up 4:40 to 5:55. We arrived home. Philip counted. He beat up Stephanie. Just like we thought, right? Beat up Stephanie. She was short $50. Are there any male things in the main bedroom? I'll check as soon as I'm done. I'm trying to think from looking around. No, that's sexist. I wouldn't say that. I was going to say there's a video game console, but girls play video games all the time too. So nothing explicitly male except maybe those boots. Trying to think if there's anything else. I'll look as soon as I'm out. Most everything else looked female or feminine, I should say. Not female, but feminine. Okay, beat her up. Then 6 a.m. to 6:46, he checked our rooms. I was too exhausted and slept until 1 p.m. 1 p.m. he wasn't in the house. Emma told me he was gone when she woke up around 12. $121. He came back. He talked to me about a new rich client that his friend knows. 2 p.m. He left to meet that friend. He left to meet the client and friend. And this was all on the 10th, right? Okay. 8 p.m. He came back. We left with him. He is always out for a long time when he meets with rich clients. Good opportunity. Opportunity for what? To let people run away? To let people leave? 11:12. So this is 2 days later now. 4 a.m. Philip picks us up. 4:20 to 4:50. We arrive at home. Philip counted. 5 to 9 a.m. he slept. 9 to 9:30, he took Spike on a walk. 9:30 to 11:58, he watched some TV. 12 p.m., he left. "4 p.m., he came back and took Marley out with him. Marley was not told about it. It seemed like they were meeting a client. 11:12. Okay, we got to remember that because we got to check the ledger because she was not in hospital yet on the 12th. And this may nail down the exact time when he put her in the hospital because we all know he's the one that did it, right? Okay, they left at 7:45. He came back, but without Marley and with just her bag. He seemed upset. 8 p.m. we left, set up a client for him, met with Irene right after he leaves. What happened to Marley? (11:13) 4 a.m. Philip picked us up. 4:30 to 5 we arrived at home. Philip counted. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. he was talking to someone about a party on the phone while everyone is sleeping. 6:13 a.m. he left to his house, ? 9:21 a.m. he came back really angry, woke everyone up. He told me that a friend betrayed him. (11:13) friend betrayed. Philip. Okay. Also, a friend betrayed him. 11:10 a.m. When the hell was that? Oh, at 9:21. Okay. 11:10 a.m. he took a pack of dope and left. 5:12 he came back, sat on the couch, and just watched everyone. Still seemed angry. Variations for the pattern. 6 p.m. he had some dinner. Later he was texting while we were getting ready. 8 p.m. we left. He is physically abusive when he is upset. Better choose a different day. A different day for what? What are you planning on doing, Rose? 4 a.m. Philip picked us up. 4:25 to 5 a.m. we arrived home. Philip counted. 5 a.m. he was talking on the phone. I was exhausted and slept until 1 p.m. 1 p.m. he was not in the house. Okay, wait, what day was this? 11:14. I am really interested in this. Well, everyone up. He told me that a friend betrayed him. What do you think? So that actually confirms the fact that on 11/12 is when he put Marley in the hospital. He came back and took Marley out. Then later on that night, he came back without Marley. So 11/12 is Marley Hospital. So what did she do on the other days if she wasn't? So right here is when he put her in hospital, right? Did he talk to her on the 11th? No, the 11th is totally skipped over, isn't it? Because this is the 10th. She doesn't write anything for the 11th. Okay. What is the 11th? I'm running kind of fast. And then I'll look for things that belong to a man in there. The 11th was the Sunday. Okay. This is when he put Marley in the hospital. Marley should have made money on the 10th, though. She worked on the 10th. Okay, she did. Okay. The 11th, she wasn't scheduled. See, no one else was either. And then he put her in the hospital on that day. This is what I don't understand. These girls are like making money every single day, but yet not every one of them is on that calendar every single day. Like Emma is only on the calendar like 4 times, but yet she has money every single day. So he must be taking them out to do other things to make money, just trying to maybe pick guys up or something. Guys, girls, whatever, maybe. And if they have appointments, great, then he lets them go to their appointments. But she didn't make any money on that Sunday, and then he put her in hospital there. Explicitly male things in here. Some of those look like ugly ass guy rings, like that thing. That thing. Yes, these look like rings a man with a certain taste would wear. But that's it. Those are the only things I can find. I see in here. Here. That could fit it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is the fact that maybe he has a set time he takes them out every night, because that's what I kind of gather from this, right? Is that he has like a set time he takes them out every single night. That he takes them out. They leave at like 8, right? And if they don't have an appointment, maybe maybe they just like, yeah, work the streets or maybe a certain club, something like that to make money. But yeah, these are, yeah, that's guy rings. Those look like glasses guys would normally wear. I've seen girls wear those too, though, so that's fair enough. And those two look like watches guys would wear. But furnishings, not. Well, I don't know. Like, that's something a guy would wear. I don't know. Would you guys pick out these lamps? I don't know. This bed is hideous. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know about the guy stuff in the bedroom. A lot of this looks like guy stuff, but girls, yeah, can do the same thing. That looks like a comb a girl would use, or usually, but no, I mean that, yeah. The only thing I know for sure is those rings and those watches are both things that guys would wear for sure. I don't know if she has that, and that looks like his pimp hat right there that he would be wearing. But who? Who would be double booking? He's the one doing the booking, right? Okay. So 11/13 is when he was betrayed. Right here is when he was betrayed by somebody. But who and what and why? And what does that have to do with anything too? Yeah, and the pimp cane in the corner, exactly. Is chat lagging again? Well, my kilobits went down a little bit just a second ago, but chat might be lagging a smidge. It's about that time my internet likes to try to crap on itself for about 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, that cane right there. Mercy. Everything in here for a guy is just total cliche pimp garb and just like swag. It all is. The hat, the rings, the watches, the cane. I mean, it all is. Who's the main room? You mean in here? And what's the significance of this now? When was this? This was on the 15th. Okay. This was like 30 minutes before all the shit hit the fan. So I bet some peeps were out here, you know, toking up, like cooking up their stuff. Somebody, I'm assuming, took Irene to get a backpack. Because for $5.99, I don't think that's a backpack any of the girls are going to be using at their age. Especially for $5.99. It's got to be a cheap one, I would assume. Number 8. Because at 6:42, Irene texted whoever in the crap this is at 7:14 saying mommy's gonna die, and started texting at 7:10, so 30 minutes. Yeah, those bags say Emma, and I don't even know what the hell they are. Like, there's nothing else on them but Emma. I don't know. It's weird. Like, there's nothing else on them to signify anything about them. So who do we think this is? And could it be that maybe he let what's-her-face live and she was the one that betrayed him somehow? I'm kind of doubting it, but I don't know the significance of this. This just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why show me that she's doing homework? Like, who cares, to be honest? Like, what does this have to do with anything? Just has her name. Maybe it's just to prove it's her room with her name. I mean, I think I could kind of tell that by the markers, you know, things like that. It won't let me in there. Nothing else in here. She's still got boxes in here though. Like, what the hell kind of room is this for her? Now, yeah, I don't know what the significance of both of these are. They're the exact same thing. They have nothing else on them that I can see. Is this supposed to be the popcorn? Is that what you were saying earlier, dear? Is that these could be the popcorn? Well, I don't know why it says number 8 and Emma. Like, the number 8. It seems kind of weird. There's nothing else around her besides this. This is Irene's dinner that night. Everything went down. She ate her dinner. Looks like Irene ate her dinner, went to the convenience store with somebody, got a new backpack, came home, and depending on how long it took him to get home, within 15 minutes maybe, the shit hit the fan here at home. Something happened. Someone was attacking Rose. I think the person that betrayed him was Rose, actually, now that I think about it. Because she's been trying to do something, right? She keeps, like, talking about in her little thing that, you know, I don't want him to find out I'm awake. Is he checking the footage? and that she could be the one that betrayed him, that he found out. What she betrayed him about, I have no idea. But I think that he attacked her and Spike attacked him, and then he ended up killing the dog. That's not part of the question, but that's what I think. That could be, like, she could be trying to get all of them away, because I don't think they're actually like, I think they're more like partners than anything else, right? Because they don't talk about, yeah, it could be, but, oh, well, yeah, and it could be that whoever broke in attacked Rose. Because we know Rose was attacked. This says right here in her phone that, you know, they're going to kill mommy. Mommy's going to die. Please help. And we know that that Irene is Rose's daughter. We don't have to know who the intruder was. Oh, hell, what is the year? Is it 20? What year is it? 2018, okay. Right? They're all 2018. Yeah, they're all 2018. Okay. So we know this from Rose's notes, okay? This is important only if Philip is the one who attacked Rose. Okay, I had the same thought. Paige, that is Janine's number. So we could mark that as a tentative yes. And the only reason this number here is important is because we know he attacked Marley. We know he beat up Stephanie. Number 3 would be if he was the one that attacked Rose, or if somebody else did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Stephanie. There's Stephanie and Marley for sure, right? There's nothing that says he did anything to Rose from the dates when she took the blame for Emma. Nothing in her notes saying that he did anything to her. So we know those two. And number 3, so this answer would be 2 or 3 if Philip was the one who attacked Rose the night of the 15th. That's the only thing that would change this number, if he was the one who attacked her with the knife. Yeah, so if we do 2, like, we don't have to put this here. Who has the appointment? That would be Irene. How you spell it? This question will not be graded at this time. Who is the intruder? First of all, this isn't his house either. Well, maybe he pays for it, but he doesn't live here. But what friend? The rich one he went to meet? We don't know who that is. I don't see it in either one of the phones. The only thing I see is the thing from the doctor. Yeah. The one I think that betrayed him is Rose. I mean, she's been doing stuff behind his back. The doctor is the whack job, I think. Let me make sure. The doctor is the weirdo. No, Mr. Hunt is the one. I don't know who the hell this is, but he's the one that's burning Emma with cigarettes and stuff like that. I know that. I thought that was the doctor, but I don't think it is. Word on the street. Don't care. I mean, the only other guess would be Harry is the intruder, or Jax? Because this is earlier in the month too. And this is his business phone. This is his personal phone for like real world stuff. The doctor and then the tattoo for Irene. You think Harry is the intruder? It's not going to be graded at this time, but so we'd want to put 2. Did I even spell her name right? I did. Should I put her full name? Irene Haynes. I am going to put her full name. Why not? Is that who it was? Yeah, Harry. Do we think that this was Frank or Stephanie? I think it was Stephanie, but it stole Emma's money. I originally thought Frank, but I think it's Stephanie. Because there's no reason Stephanie would be listed with money on that day. None. Okay, should I go ahead and hit submit just to see what we got? Because it's already real late for you guys. Yeah. Let's see what we got. 2 out of 5? Was there actually 5 questions?
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario. Loading complete.
Huh. Miami. We know this is right. Because we saw it in her notes. We know this is right. Because he talks about... Because Stephanie already has hers by this point, right? So she wouldn't need an appointment on the 19th to get a new tattoo. And Rose is talking about, don't have our daughter go and do this. So this has got to be right. So would this be... Okay. No, Stephanie already has hers, because if we look right here, right, they on the phone, they talk about this is sent on the 13th, right? And he's like, we're set for come on Saturday at 9 a.m. Okay, so 9 a.m. I'm zooming all over the place. On that Saturday would be the 17th, okay? But she has been with him since October 28th. And she already has this right here from Anton. Remove the bandage after 24 hours. This is something that you would get from the tattoo artist when you... Wow, my preview is really far behind. I wonder how far behind you guys are. I'm gonna say the number 1, and when I say the number 1, type number 1 in chat when you hear it. Number 1. That was 25 seconds before it showed back up. Almost, if not longer. So, what I think is, I think this is right. I'm going to put this here. Yeah, it is a big delay. I know. Wondering what the problem is. It says my thing is excellent for my upload right now, my bit rate. Let me actually let me see this real quick. See how far behind this is. My preview. I'm seeing how far my preview is behind. It does say my bit rate's good now, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, it is a bit delayed. Okay, so we only got 2 right, and this, according to Rose's stuff, is correct. This, I'm almost positive, is correct because they're talking about bringing their daughter into the business. And then he's talking about bringing someone in on Saturday. He could be bringing Irene in to replace Marley because of what he did to Marley. So I'm going to submit this, but I'm going to wait for you guys to see this and actually see if you guys think I should send it like it is. So I'll wait the 25 seconds if I need to. Okay. Let's go. All right. My wife probably heard my reaction before you guys are going to see it on the stream. All right, good stuff. So it was Frank. I'm just saying I'm confused by the whole how the hell Stephanie has any money for that day. Maybe that was just something was an oversight by the game creators, but it doesn't make any sense why there would be money for both Emma and Stephanie on that day. It was, okay, so the ones that were right was the date that Marley went to the hospital and then who was getting the tattoo. We know those 2 were the right ones from the beginning. So I changed the top name from Stephanie to Frank, because Frank is the guy that Emma went to be with after they sent Stephanie away, right? Then I changed the fact that Janine did not move out of state. And then I changed that it was Philip was the intruder instead of Harry. So it was what we thought, how Rose was the one who had betrayed him, and he came back in a rage, attacked her, and he was the intruder in the house that attacked her and ended up killing Spike and attacking Rose. Yep. Yep, good stuff. Awesome. So I'm really actually encouraged by the fact that each one of these has multiple things inside of it. Like this one's already done, but each one of these has like at least 2 or 3 inside of each one of these. So we've got, I'm just going to look, I'm not actually going to load one. Let's see what it does.
Loading complete. Good luck.
Oh, I don't want to actually load this. I don't want Bloodbath. Quit exam. Yes.
Which case file would you like?
Oh, good. Good. So we still have one more in here, in this one. And then we can move back. We can move into Bloodbath, and then we can move into the 4th floor. And I think this is going to be the final exam. I think it's going to be, or we can do this one next, and then that. I think this is going to be a 3-star one that we'll do multiple scenarios in. So we've got a number of more streams at least, because like we're averaging like one of these, if it's one of these bigger ones, each time. So like we've got quite a few left we can do over however many days we want to do it. So, and whenever we want to do that. So yeah, this is super fun. So yeah, we still have quite a few left we can do. So I'm excited. So yeah, let's call it there. We can do another one this weekend. Like I said, I'm up to do it whenever. It's a long weekend, holiday weekend. We can finish this off tomorrow, day, night, on Monday, whenever. So yeah, we can do it tomorrow. Yep. If everyone's up for it, I'm happy to do it tomorrow too. These are super fun. Good. It gets the juices flowing in the brain, gets you thinking. So I really enjoy it. So yeah. So let's plan on tomorrow, as long as everyone can make it who wants to participate, and then we will go from there. So yeah, it's pretty late for you guys out there on the East Coast. It's 1 a.m. So thank you for staying up if you did, and we will see you later on today, because now it's already Sunday for you guys at least. So have a good night, have a good rest, and we will see you guys tomorrow or later on today to go ahead and do this again. Night, Paige. Thanks for coming. Good night, Charlie. Good night, Honey, and anyone else who is still in here. Have a good one, everyone.